What's up, guys? I hope you guys are staying safe. We're going to talk a little bit. It's going to be a short film. I'm going to have you guys respond to it on edsby to not so you guys know that you're watching this. But we're going to talk a little bit about the history of soccer, where it originated from, and talk even as far back as the 1700s, and basically why did people play soccer? And it's as simple as gravity. um you know Everything started on the floor. It started with anything they could kick. Believe it or not, they used to decapitate people's heads. It sounds pretty scary, but back in China, this is what they used to do, and they used to kick the head from town to town. And that's, as scary as that sounds and disgusting, that's kind of where it all started. So soccer it wasn't called soccer. That's an American form of the name. But so basically, that's gravity in itself. If it starts on the floor, that's where it really was called football. So moving on from there, as far as time frames, around the 1800s, England discovered football, and that's what we call soccer. And basically, there were towns upon towns that used to play against each other, and they actually used to be able to use their hands, not just their feet. So how we throw the ball in, and how we basically use our hands for just a very limited amount of time for a game. They used to use it for about 50% of the game. It used to be kind of like rugby, where they used to run with the ball in their hands, kind of like football, American football. So they used to run town to town, and if the ball ended up in that town, then that town lost. And then that was as far back as 1800s. Well, obviously now we don't have towns that are playing against each other. Well, we do, but they're in stadiums. And that's where this all came about, where, let's say, for instance, Swindon Town in England started playing Exeter City. And you usually support your town. So as far as football is concerned, that's why football is one of the most popular sports in the world, because it's just, one, it's a cheap sport. You only need a football, or soccer ball, and two, you can basically play alone, if you want to kick the ball around or whatever. So, with that being said, England was originally the starters of soccer, what we call soccer, but they call it football, and they still call it football. But as far as where it came to America, decided that they wanted to be better. They didn't want to call it football. So they came up with American football, in replace of their soccer, basically, which was football. And so that's where American football came into play. And a lot of people don't know that, because America wanted to be a little different. They didn't want to be like the entire world. So that's where American football was invented. And it was basically to say, you know what, this sport's better. We can make it better. And America's always kind of been like that. So, with that being said, so you have two sports that basically, go differently hand in hand, though. But with soccer, that's when America goes, okay, we're not going to call it football because we already have football. So that's when we're going to call it soccer. And that's the only reason why we call it soccer. So it came from England, crossed on the boat, and basically America wanted to change it up a little bit, and that's why we call it soccer. There isn't because we wear socks and play. That would be kind of silly. But overall, it's just a name given to a sport from Americans. But yeah, that's just a little history. What I want you guys to do, I want you guys to find a team anywhere in the world. Okay, so you're gonna find a team anywhere in the world. I need to know these things. When the team originated, so when they started, how many players are on the roster, okay, and their win their wins, their losses, and their draws in the year 2019. So obviously they're not going to have many games this year because of the coronavirus. And then also I want you to respond on how would the coronavirus affect professional soccer? Do you think they're going to, and this is just your opinion, do you think they're going to allow soccer to continue, but just without fans? Or do you think that, they're going to eventually let fans in? Do you think they're going to send robots? Whatever you think. Whatever you think is going to happen, put that on edsby and then send it to me. That's like 4 things. So a team, when they originated, also win-loss draws, and something else there. I forgot what it was, but you have to watch the video again. But yeah, and then give me your opinion on the coronavirus and soccer. All right, y'all. Peace.